Hi everyone, welcome to maybe. I'm May, and I'm going to be talking about the Monsta X movie that I went to see. Connect, I think it's called. Yeah, it was so good, guys. I mean, like it was so good. I wasn't expecting it. So like I saw that they were having like this cinema thing, and I was like, well, they're usually too expensive, like £20, because the TXT is like 30, but that's a VR, so whatever. But like, I really want to go. But anyway, so yeah, that's so I was like, there's no way I can afford it. But then I saw, oh, wait, Cineworld. So let me check. And it's like, it's only £4 for who has the Cineworld card. And I was like, score. So my friend are like, yeah, we're going. Like, we don't really know. I mean, and I listened to Monsta X, but I never actually watched the videos or anything. I didn't even know what they look like. So I was like, whatever. But we'll go see. And then that's how we'll get to know them. And then while I was at the ATD event last time, the Wooyoung's birthday. I was chatting with one girl that I meet at several events, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the Monsta X movie because it only cost me £4 with the Cineworld card." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got another one. Do you get another Cineworld card? You want to come with me?" And she was like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Cool, okay." So she was coming with me, and then she brought two other friends anyway, which is great. And then so we got there. It was like my friend and I were like, we don't even know what they look like, and she was like, I only know two songs, and I'm like, I know a few songs. And then we went with the three girls that did know, so it was like, okay, it was a good mix, and we got like our own row. It was great, and it wasn't very busy, which was kind of sad. Being an X screen, was actually had the sides as well, so the further back you are, you could see more. Because me, I was going here to the sides. But it was great because it would be like, they have one singer in the front that's singing with the cameras focused, but then it's like on the sides there's like other members. It's like, oh gosh, just looking over. It was great. Anyway, so we, like I said, we didn't really know them. And with the girl next to me, she was like, which one's bias? I'm like, I don't know yet. So during the concert, and then at one point I'm like, that one's bias, and she's like, the leader. I'm like, damn it, I gotta type. And then at one point I was like, who is that one? And she was like, that's the Maknae. I'm like, damn it, those are my records. I swear I have a type. Anyway, and she was like, yeah, hers is like the divas. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pointed them out. I found them right away, which, by the way, the vocals, amazing with that guy. Anyway, so but this was cute because it was concert and like little backstage info, or like little memories about the fact what they did in the last 10 years of career, which was really great. I really liked it, and it was really, really fun at times because it was so funny. And at one point they were like in a room and they were looking at old pictures of themselves, and they were like, oh my god, I was such a baby. And then it's like, dude, who's that? And it's like, that's you. It's like, no way, that's me. It's like, no, that's you. And I'm like, wait. I was like, okay, so obviously some of them can't even tell themselves apart because as a side picture, so they were like, who is that? It's funny. Anyway, so those parts were really fun. So it didn't break away from it because I felt like in the BTS one with the fan events, well, it was during COVID, so like there was no actual fan, it was just from the screens. But it felt like it broke it up a little bit, and I'm like, I need a little bit more. But this one was because of the fun in everything that was going on. The directing was really great on this. And then when they were talking about how after one song they have to go out on the stage, they have to walk like bent in half because of the stage, and they're like changing in the meantime, and they're running. And then at one point they get to the point, they're like, you missed the jacket. It's like, okay. Run back to try and figure out where the jacket was. Cute. It was cute. Anyway, so it was very well done. I really liked it. There was one downside, and the downside was the sound mixing, and I think it has to do with the cinema that did the sound mixing, and not necessarily the movie, because I don't really understand why they would do it like that. But it didn't really take away from it, but it was just kind of like, really, you could hear them clearly, like they were really loud. You could hear it; it was clear, and you could tell they were singing live. But the music was just so low, and you're like, huh? You could hear it, but like you can't really hear it. And I'm like, I really wanted to feel it. Like, I'm in the cinema, I want the bass, I want to, but like whatever. Anyway, so that was the only downside of it. But again, I said it might be just the cinema that did that. So I just gotta see it. Anyway, so this was really great. I had a lot of fun, and I would advise you to watch it. There's still another showing on Sunday, so check it out. Anyway, so these are all the upcoming events. And I hope to see some of you there. Bye.